Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am San Joe, and welcome back to Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. Where we last left off, we're on our last. Need to get this more right. Yeah, need to get this more right. That's correct grammar. I need to get this right. Right. Last time we cross-examined the producer, director, something. No, director. The director. Enter in the kit in the samurai the Steel Samurai fanboy, and we found out that the murder took place in Studio Number 2. Now it's time to do our last day of investigation. October 19th, 3:27 p.m. Wright & Co. Law Offices. That was a close one, huh, Mia? Really? Too bad. I'm sorry. Ari, I missed it. But Maya! So what happened? Well, I think I've got a pretty good idea who did it. Now all I need is a motive and proof. Wow, good going, Nick. Under the initial trial system, tomorrow is the last day we have. Initial trial? What's that? That's the new court system they introduced 2 to 3 years ago. They had so many cases in the system, they decided to speed the whole process up. So under that system, trials have to end in 3 days? Yeah, pretty much. Well, we have no time to waste. Go back to the studio, because that's where we all need to go, the studio. Hey, old bag, how's it going? Ugh. October 19th, Global Studios main gate. The old windbag sure is quiet today. You know, this place is really peaceful like this. Nick? I think our guard's down. Yeah? But we could even eat those donuts in the guard station if we wanted. You eat, you die. Whew, she's alive. But, screw that. We're not here for that. We're here for Studio Number 2. October 19th, Studio 1 entrance. Think back, Nick, to the day of the murder. Mr. Hammer put on the Steel Samurai costume. Then he left from here to go to Studio 2? Right. But why? I wonder if someone called him. Like the director or the producer. Well, that's what we're here to find out, aren't we? Ah, Devas Queen. October 19th, Studio 2 entrance. Hey, Nick. It's Miss Fast Queen. Hello. 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 Maya, you should at least try to be polite. I'm watching the clouds. That's all she had to say, apparently. Well, let's talk for a little bit, just to see here. Mr. Hammers. Excuse me? Mr. Hammer came here on the day of the murder and... Shh! Huh? Perhaps you did not hear me. I'm watching the clouds. I am not interested in talking to you. Do something, Nick. She's really ticking me off. Oh, dear. Will Powers, I guess? I don't know. Mr. Powers wasn't the killer. You don't have to cancel the Steel Samurai. I think I'm tired of the Steel Samurai. You did it. Nick, she did it. She's the killer. My fake blood speaks to me. I know it. Oh, dear. This girl... though that means she is the only suspect along with Mr. Manila. I was wondering if you could tell me about Mr. Manila. If you must talk about that man, perhaps you could talk about it in the trailer? By yourselves? Oh dear. We are not going to get jack and shit out of this one. Man, that sucks. I guess we can go back to the whole bag and see where we go from here. That's actually a bad idea in my mind, but, you know, it's the only thing we have here. Better something than nothing, right? Devas Queen. I was wondering about Devas Queen, the producer. Oh, the studio bigwigs love her. She always gets her way. She seems bitter. Do you not like the producer? Look, the studio people don't want me to talking about her, so sorry. What about Manila? Can I ask you about Sam Manila, the director? Sal, he's soft, a pushover. Does whatever Vast Queen tells him to. She treats him like dirt, but I think he likes it. Huh? Why would anyone like being treated like dirt? That doesn't make any sense, does it, Nick? No, it doesn't, Maya. No, it doesn't, Maya. About Mr. Hammer. I heard about what you said today, cheeky whippersnapper. Poor old Hammer. You drag a star down from the sky and stomp on it, calling him a criminal, a thief. I won't forget this. Uh-oh, she's really pissed this time. You listen to me, whippersnapper. My poor old Hammer would never do such a thing. Why would he steal Power's costume so he could sneak by me? He would never stoop so low. It's impossible. I got a feeling it has something to do with what Penny talked about a few moments ago. The question is, what happened a few moments ago? I don't even, like a few years ago. I don't even know the years ago. I don't know what hell happened. I want to know. The employee area. I guess they're not filming today either. I did want to see them filming just one time. This trial will be over and done by tomorrow. You can come and see them film tomorrow. Later. I guess. This is where you found that bottle of sleeping pills, right? Uh-huh. I wonder if there are any other clues lying around. Yeah! No touching. Yeah, it's me, pal. For Christ's sakes, man. Oh, sorry, pal. Didn't mean to fret you. Didn't mean? I almost had a heart attack. Yes, I can be a little dramatic at times. Suppose it's the actor in me. Dramatic indeed. Anyway, I'm here to examine the plate on that table. Wait, are you looking for sleeping pills? Yeah, pal, traces thereof. Let's talk more. Tell me more! So you're looking for traces of the sleeping pills? How? For a thorough examination, I gotta take the plate back to the precinct. But I have capabilities that make the closer examination right here. Our science guy gave me some testing solution. This rat's the sleeping pills, see? There's trace it'll change color. Wow, neat. Well, Detective Gumshoe, what are you waiting for? Now, everything is in due time, pal. Well, the test solution on the plate changed color, alright. So there were sleeping pills on the plate. Well, like it, pal. Investigation. How goes your investigation? To tell the truth, it's a real mess, pal. Some people think we should pursue the case we already have against the pal. Some people think we should pursue the case we already have against Powers. And some people think we should switch suspects. What do you think, Detective Gumshoe? Well, pal, I hate to admit it, but I'm not sure I buy the case against Mr. Powers anymore. I kind of feel bad for Mr. Edward, though. Right, because he's getting the 4 foot across the rear. How's Edgeworth doing anyway? Edgeworth is out of control. He was in the waiting room, and he crushed his paper cup with hot coffee in it. That's gonna sting, pal. Whoa. Talk about birds, pal. Wow. The fury of Edgeworth. Yeah, crushing paper cups. Bottles? Say, whatever happened to that empty bottle? Oh, the bottle of sleeping pills? Well, I got some good news for you about that. They found the victim, Jack Hammer's prints on the bottle. So that means... Yep, sounds like the ones who put Power to sleep, it was none other than the victim, pal. So I was right. Alrighty then. Well, thanks. I guess we'll move to the trailer again? The dressing room, I guess? Just to see where we go from here. October 19th, Global Studios dressing room. Empty dressing rooms like this are always kind of lonely, aren't they? I'm sure Mr. Powers will be back soon. It'll be fine. Yeah. Okay, so nothing in here. We can't go back to Studio 1, because that's a thing, right? No, I went back into this dressing room. Crap, didn't mean to do that. I'm a dope. I don't know, should we provide evidence that Powers is the one who did, not Howard, Hammer, Hammer's the one who did it because he has this thing right here. Miss Oldbag, what do you think of this? Think? I'm not in the mood for thinking, thank you very much. Alright, fine. Didn't think so. Let's move. You know what? The detention center. I wonder if I'm going to end up making the same mistake as I did last turnabout. October 19th, detention center, visitor's room.
Mr. Wright, you did very well again today. Thank you.
Oh, thanks. Could you not look like you're about to burst into tears? Wow, Nick, you must have really wowed them in there. You could stop looking so vulnerable too. Hey, WP, only one day left. Let's make it count.
Yes. Though there's not really anything I can do to help.
Ha 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 ha, I'm not really sure what I can do either. Please, this is no laughing matter. Tell me more! Could you tell me more about Miss Vasqueen?
Oh, the producer. She's well respected in the industry. They say she's a genius. No.
A genius?
She's been at Global Studios for 5 years now. Right or wrong, nobody dares tell us differently these days.
Why's that?
Ever since she came on board, we've had nothing but hits. Global Studios was on its knees, and she picked it up and made it shine. Oh,
and what?
Nothing, forget it. I've only heard rumors anyhow.
So, can you tell me anything about Mr. Manila?
Oh, he used to be a minor straight-to-video director. There's something in his work caught in Vasqueen's eye. She brought the Steel Samurai idea to him. Now everyone knows the name Sam Manila. I swear, well, it's kind of weird that someone was named after food poisoning from chicken. I heard he's pretty much at her beck and call though. Now that she says jump, he asks how high and all that.
I imagine him being at her beck and call, although I can't imagine him jumping. Mr. Hammer. I was wondering about Mr. Hammer. He was a big star back in the day, right? But then he just dropped off the face of the earth.
Oh, yes, you're right. In fact, he was my role model when I started this business. But he would just stop taking big roles. That's when he began appearing on little productions at Global.
How could he do that? He was really looking forward to a sequel. To a sequel to Samurai Summer.
He just gave up being a star 5 years ago. Actually, now that I think about it, that was right around when Miss Vasqueen came to the studio or to Global
5 years ago. Maybe we can go back. Okay, that's interesting to know. Maybe we can ask Old Bag about 5 years ago if we can. Nope. No, I hit talk again. I meant, jeez, moves on the right of examine, not the top, not below it. Global Studio 1. Move. Outside Studio 2. I don't know. Will she talk or did I cover all the bases? I covered all the bases. She will not talk. Okay. Let's move inside then. October 19th, Studio 2 trailer. Wasn't the assistant cleaning up yesterday? Funny. It still seems pretty messy in here. I guess she was still on a high from getting that rare car she needed. You know what, let's just examine a few things. There's a bottle of water over here, a bottle of something. You know, this is where they had the meeting. There's the documents, papers, cups scattered around. An old movie poster, Dynamite Samurai, starring Jack Hammer. I guess Mr. Hammer used to be quite the star. What about this one? Samurai Summer, starring Jack Hammer. I mean, the poster's quite old. Wow, it's been years since I saw that show. It was one of those typical summer romance stories, but it was great. A typical summer romance with a samurai on a horse? Oh, whatever. It worked, apparently. An old movie poster. The Singing Samurai, starring Jack Hammer. What the hell do samurai sing about? Chopping off heads? Oh, my God. That movie was the best. It's about a samurai who sings his way to fame and fortune. Mr. Hammer was a very accomplished singer, don't you know? Singing Samurai Stars. What's next? Samurai Ballet? Samurai Ballet. Okay, that's interesting. It looks like they were designed to set up for the Steel Samurai show. Oh, I thought they was going for the poster back there. Sorry. They got some figures for how much the set costs. I can't believe they spend that much money on those sets. I kind of want to look at the poster back here. No clues here. Okay. Thanks. That was useless. Examine the trash can. Nothing here that could be a clue. Just some paper cups and crumbled documents. Why the glass is frosted? I can't see outside. This far in October, the dimming daylight makes it feel like the winter's coming. All right. We've examined everything in here. There's nothing to talk about. Seriously. Is there anything I can talk to you at all with? I got nothing. Let me just take an examination here. Let me just look around here. What's in here? Let's just check things. The incinerator apparently has been just putting this one in. It's covered in soot. Oh, no. I thought for a moment we already checked that. No, I hit the wrong button. It's L1. Or L. There are some flowers here. Wow, so pretty. They're taking good care of these. Don't get close to that fence. It's dangerous. We're still not going to talk about how the fence is, dent. So these moves. Stay here for quite some time. This might as well be a junkyard. There's a big 2 painted here. So this is where the number 2 on Kate Odie's photograph. As to think he hadn't brought that photograph in. Don't get all teary-eyed yet. You know what? Actually, there was one thing I haven't done though. In terms of presentation, should I show her the? Is that photo in my bag? Or is it? No, it's not in my bag. Nope. The photo's not in my bag. Crap! I thought it was in my bag. That would actually help me. Nope. I don't know. I don't know. Outside Studio 1 again? I mean, there's gotta be changes somewhere. Maybe present something? I don't know what to present. And it's clear that there's nothing to talk to her about. That sucks, because I went over everything. So, I don't know. I want to say Wright and Cole offices, but that just seems like a just there. Nope. Dressing room, I guess. See where we go from there. See if there's... Yes, there's a change. Hey! Oh, hello. What are you doing here? Oh, I was just cleaning up the dressing room. I guess WP won't be using it anymore, so... What? What? Why? But WP's innocent. Yes, and I'm really grateful for all you've done, but... This week is the last episode of the Steel Samurai. What? No! Okay, now let's talk to you. Mr. Hammer. I was wondering if I could ask you about Mr. Hammer. Yes? On the day of the murder, he went to Studio 2. Huh? I thought he went to Studio 1? He stole the Steel Samurai costume too. What? Why would Mr. Hammer do something like that? Oh. I guess the rumor must be true then. The rumor? Yeah, Miss Vast Queen, that producer, had some kind of hold of Hammer. She had some dirt on him. He'll do anything she said, apparently. Some dirt? What dirt? Dirt, bad stuff. I know what dirt means. About 5 years ago, they were filming a movie starring Mr. Hammer. They were using the new studio, Studio 2. Some sort of accident happened during filming. After that, they never used Studio 2 again. They let the film set the way it was, too. Film set? Was that trailer a part of the film set, then? Okay, the last episode's not interesting to me. The five year ago was. The incident 5 years ago. An incident 5 years ago. Yes, in Studio 2. That trailer there was part of the film set. Could you tell us what happened? Sorry. I don't think I can. They really don't want us to talk about it. Ah, what a little bull. What do you mean, the last Steel Samurai? I know it's a shock, but nothing can be done to save it now. Whoever really did kill Mr. Hammer also signed on the Steel Samurai's death warrant. No, no. Also, I heard that Global Studios is going to change its programming. They're not going to make kids shows anymore. What? Why? I don't know. It's sad, but that's what Global Studios decided. Studio policy. Oh, so there was more. Why aren't they going to make kids shows anymore? The studio bigwigs don't want the Steel Samurai around anymore. They want to forget all this ever happened. They want it quiet, you understand? How can they just do that? What about all the kids who love the Steel Samurai? It's okay, I'm sure the kids will be fine. They'll find a new hero to follow. No, that can't be true. If the program just ends, they'll be heartbroken, for sure. Nick, say something. Yeah, I think evidence, rather than words, is called for here. Here, take a look at this. Ah, the Path of Glory again? I'll take that. And this is a fan collection of all these photographs. The kids love the Steel Samurai. The show shouldn't be canceled just so some adults can save face. I would think you would understand that better than anyone. You're right. Okay, but what can I do? Well, for starters, you can tell me something. Tell me what it is that Globia Studio is so intent on hiding. Tell me about this incident 5 years ago. Okay. Then we need to cover all this. Okay, maybe there's more. Can you tell us what happened 5 years ago? Well, I can tell you what I've heard. Apparently 5 years ago, someone died, and it was Hammer's fault. So someone died? It was an accident, of course. Anyway, the producer, Miss Vasquez, managed to hush it up. And that's the dirt she had on Mr. Hammer? That's why Mr. Hammer would do anything for Miss Vasquez asked him to do. But it was an accident, right? Why didn't they just make it public? Well, you know, Mr. Hammer was a big star back then. They were afraid of what would happen to his career if word got out. I see. You know, who knows more about this? Miss Olbach. She was here at the studio back then, you know? Thanks. We'll try asking her, if she'll talk. Again, right track, wrong time. I'm to think about that. Gumshoe's still here, despite the fact we cannot see him at the moment. Studio main gate. What you're still linking around? If you like this place so much, why don't you take over for me? The old windbag doesn't look so good. Everybody's doing their darnest to forget Hammer. Who do they think made Global Studios what it is today? Hammer! It's all due to Hammer. She's starting to froth from off at the mouth, Nick. Maybe we should keep a safe distance? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. For some reason my thing started... Oh! I'm getting an update. Oops. I'm getting Hammer. The 5 years ago incident. I want to ask you about 5 years ago. Who'd you hear that from? Huh? Nichols! Nichols? Nichols. Nick. Penny Nichols. Oh, since. Okay, that was her joke. She was based on basically based on like change. Okay. I get it. I get it now. That assistant we talked to. Ooh, right. Anyway, we heard about the incident. It was during filming with Jack Hammer. He killed a man, didn't he? Whippersnappers! Dredging up dirt on someone's past like that, and the recently departed, no less. I suppose you think this is fun? No, I'm just doing my job to protect Mr. Powers, and you claim that Hammer stole Powers' costume? You expect me to believe that rubbish? Or do you have some kind of proof? Proof that Hammer stole Powers? Yeah, I thought so. That update. Hold on 1 second. Let me get rid of this real quick. There we go. That's better. I have proof. I'm sorry, Miss Olbay, but I do have proof. I can prove that Mr. Hammer stole Powers' costume. The steak plate. It's either a state plate or a sleeping pill ball. Let's just do this right here. Here's my proof. What? What's a little empty bottle supposed to prove? It's a bottle of sleeping pills with Mr. Hammer's fingerprints on it. What does that prove? I'm sure old Hammer had some sleepless nights. Where's your proof that... Oh, okay. Proof that... Okay, no, it's a two-parter, okay. Where's your proof that he used those pills on Powers? The steak plate. Okay, so it was a combination of the two. Powers ate a T-bone steak for lunch, correct? Well, yes, so... This is the plate that he used to eat the steak. There are traces of sleeping powder, pill powder on the plate. I see. Poor Hammer. You did wrong, Hammer. Rest your soul. Miss Oldbag? Okay, you win. I'll talk. I'm tired, see? Tired of holding it all in. Miss Oldbag? You're right. 5 years ago, there was an incident. A fatal incident. That's worse. What's worse, a paparazzi took a photo of it. That photo, well, it caused quite a stir. And guess who made it all better? Vasquez. She has ties to the Mafia. The Mafia, man! They'll shut up anyone. She silenced that paparazzi. That was the beginning. After that, she became a force to be reckoned with here at the studio. I see. But you have to understand. Poor old Hammer never meant any harm to anyone. Miss Oldbag. Hold on a minute. Poor Miss Oldbag. Here, take this. Huh? A photograph? Oh! Wait a second. This is the picture. This is the picture. Is this the trailer? Taylor in Studio 2. Hammer was supposed to fight with a bag on the top of those stairs there. There. Oh, and the guy, he pushed the other actor and he fell into the flower box fence. Ow. Pierced right through the heart. But how'd you get this? It was a long time ago. I don't feel much like talking about it. I understand. 5-year-old photo added to the court record. Thanks. Now we can get her to talk. Let's do that. Does it actually take me 30 minutes? That's not normal. You know what? I'm going the extra mile on an hour here. I'm going to do it. This is not stupid. I mean it. I got dirt on you now, Vasquez. And it starts with this photo. She's not even looking. Where? What? Where did you get that? Well, Oldbag. Old? She means the security lady, Miss Oldbag, Nick. Right. Anyway, Miss Vasquez, you hid this incident from the press, didn't you? And you used it to control Mr. Hammer. The wind. Huh? It's gotten stronger, don't you think? The wind? Your conversation interests me. Let's talk about it more inside the trailer. Nick, she went inside the trailer. Uh-oh. I think I may have started something that I may not end right now, but I'm going to end it in... You came. Well then, what was that you were talking about? Why is she so eager to talk all of a sudden? Miss Vasquez, you were using that incident. You were blackmailing Mr. Hammer so you can control him, weren't you? Again with blackmail, that's always a thing, ain't it? That's why he was doing in kids' shows for petty change. So I'm a blackmailer now. Well, that's what it was, wasn't it? I mean, sure, it was an accident. But you used it to drag Hammer down from his rightful place as a star. Oh? I haven't pulled anyone down from anywhere. Mr. Hammer's career went in sour of its own accord. But, you were the cause. You pressured him. And to think it was just an accident. Excuse me. What is this all about? You keep saying accident. How are you so sure? What do you mean? Must I spell it everything out for you? Think, what would it be if it wasn't an accident? No way. You mean Mr. Hammer did it? On purpose? That's what I mean. Where's your proof? Can you prove it? Just think. Would he have let me run on his life for 5 years over a mere accident? And I ran him hard, believe you me. But the security lady said it was an accident. Oh, well, she was a big fan of Hammer's, you see. She jumped on the reporter who brought that photo into the studio. She wrenched it out of his hands, she did. Gave him a few bruises, too. So that's why she had the photo. She's an old fool. Of course, all the reporters would need either is the best is the negative. He could have made a copy, but he didn't. The only copy of that photo is the one you hold. Give it to me now. Screw you! I ain't giving you shit. What? This is valuable evidence, boys. Oh, right. The moth. Oh no, we may be screwed. Who are they? Professionals. They're good at erasing various things. What do you think? Would you like to be erased? What? Trial ends tomorrow? How unfortunate. It's a shame you'll have to miss it. Tell me why. Why do you want this photograph so badly? This is Mr. Hammer's dirt. No. Why should Deva's Queen care about it at all? I'm sure you'll have plenty of time to think about it where you're going. So long, friends. Boys, erase away. No! 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 Don't put the gun to the head! Hold it right there, pal. Thank God Gumshoe saved our tails. I heard everything, pal. Deva's Queen, you're coming down to the precinct with me now. Not bad. Very well. It appears this contest will be decided tomorrow then in court. I'll be looking forward to it. You're going, and I'm dragging you down. I'm dragging you down and getting Will Powers the innocent verdict. Hey, are you okay, pal? Sorry, I was a little late with my entrance. I don't get many chances to practice that sort of thing. Hey, pal. Detective Gumshoe. Thank you. I was really scared. Huh? Don't mention it, pal. Just doing my job. Detective Gumshoe? Sorry, it's just, I wanted to say that line ever since I became a detective, pal. Okay, I got one more job to do today. I'm sure we'll run each other again soon. Yep. Well, Nick, it looks like we're getting close to the bottom of this. And who's at the bottom? Deva's Queen. I'm gonna make this an hour-long video just because we're about to end this one. You know what? Screw it. I don't care if this is gonna kill me in the end. And yes, I'm going to save up to this point. We're not even 40 minutes in before this, and if I feel like I should stop, I'll at least cut in the middle of the trial and save. October 20th, 10 a.m., District Court, courtroom number 4. Alright, time to end this stupid thing.
Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Today, this will be the final day of the trial. I hope both the prosecution and defense will be able to present decisive evidence. Very well, Mr. Edwards, your opening statement.
In yesterday's session, the defense presented us with a new theory for this case. He claims that the scene of the crime was in fact Studio 2. Today I will call on people present in Studio 2 trailer that day. From their testimonies, the truth will become clear.
Pretty well.
Edgeworth seems a bit on edge today. But it's far from over.
You may have called your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth.
Prosecution calls Miss Deva's Queen to the stand. Miss Deva's Queen is the producer who as the Studio 2, who was present in the Studio 2 trailer that day.
Alright.
Will the witness state her name and occupation?
Deva's Queen. I am a producer for Global Studios.
On the day of the murder, you were in the trailer of Studio 2.
As everyone here knows, yes? I dislike needless banter. If you must pontificate, do it when I'm not here.
Ah! Man, this woman is going to give me trouble, I swear.
Very well, Miss Deva's Queen.
Please give the court your testimony concerning the day of the murder.
Nick, I know she did it. Oh, I hope nothing bad's happening out there. I'm hearing sirens. That's why. There's a parade today, but then again, if it's coming by my house, coming by the house the way I think it's going, no. It's not a parade. Someone, yeah, that's, no. Sirens. Not good. Not a good sign. That foreboding. Nick, I know she did it. Make her pay. Right. If she's guilty, I'll catch her with her pants down, so to speak. Alright, the day of the murder. I entered the trailer, a little before noon. The meeting began at 12 sharp and ended at 4. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. At 2:30, we took a 15-minute break in the meeting. Sal and I ate T-bone steaks on the table in the front of the trailer. We found Mr. Hammer's body late when we all went to Studio 1. That is all.
I have a question about one part of your testimony. You were fatigued, so you had Sal take you.
The van. There is a van at Studio 2. Yes, there is a van. I had him take me in that. I thought it might be risky to walk with that monkey's head toppling over. Van was added to the court record, alright?
I see. Very well. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination.
This is the final battle, Nick. Let's do it. Alright, let's do this. See if we can find faults in your testimony today. Yeah, what the hell happened? I entered the trail a little before noon. Began at 12 and ended at 4. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. Fatigued, so I had Sal take me at 2. Okay, first of all, I feel like... Hold on. No, that's not going to be appropriate right now. Let's start off with, well, Nick, find anything? I kind of wish she'd said a little more. It's hard. Maybe she is used to being paused. I'm pretty sure you'll find some kind of contradiction in what she said. Somewhere. Let's press everything! Alright. By yourself? Yes. You didn't stop in the employee area? No. Are you always this terse? Yes. Oh, dear. Began at 12 sharp and ended at 4. Did no one leave during the meeting? No. Come on. Let's talk a little more about that.
Well, the witness did not come here to engage in idle conversation. Stop interrupting the testimony.
The same could be said to you, Mr. Edgeworth. Please stop banging on your little desk. It hurts my ears.
Yeah. Damn.
There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so... And when exactly was that? I forgot to. Maybe you could try remembering? No.
The meeting ended at 4 and the rehearsal was scheduled for 5. I think it will be between those times.
You would think. Come on! All you did was state the obvious, Edgeworth. Hold on. You had Sal take you. What does that mean? It means what I just said. I had Sal take me to Studio 2 in the Studio 2 van. Oh, alright. I'm an idiot. 15-minute break. And what were you doing during that time? Don't hit your desk. It irritates me.
Ah, yeah! Oh, yeah, Mr. Wright. Oops.
It was a 15-minute break.
Yeah, Mr. Wright. It's like, oh crap, no. It's like, yeah, Mr. Wright, don't hit the desk. And like, oh, crap.
Sal and I ate a T-bone steak in front of the trailer. Did you have someone who can verify this? Sal. No, I mean someone else. One person is enough. If she committed the murder during that break, she wouldn't have had time to eat a T-bone steak. If I had some evidence, she didn't eat the steak. Did you find anything? Wish you could find a little... Oh! T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer. Did I miss evidence? Oh, maybe I can present... There we go! Oh, okay, again. Okay, there we go. I was thinking, like, maybe I should present the steak plate? Ha! As I thought. You claim you ate a T-bone steak. But I say you did not.
What is this now, Mr. Wright?
Look at this.
It's a plate.
A plate was on the table in the employee's room. As you can see, a large bone has been left behind.
Mr. Wright, need I remind you, it was a T-bone steak?
Exactly my point. Remember, if you will. Miss Vasqueen and Mr. Manila ate at the table outside of the trailer. But no bones were to be found. Yet, there were no bones left on the plates. The plates were bare. Miss Vasqueen, tell me, how can a person eat a T-bone steak and not leave the bone? I think I know how. You didn't eat the steak. You didn't eat any steak during that break. You took your steak and threw it somewhere, like that incinerator. Nail on the head.
I see. Then what was Miss Vasqueen doing during her break?
Isn't it obvious, Your Honor? Picking on Salmonella, meeting the Steel Samurai. She was meeting with a Steel Samurai!
Order! Are you saying?
Yes, Your Honor. Miss Vasqueen left the trailer to eat her steak. She ran into the Steel Samurai, and then you did it. You killed him with your own hands! I'm hitting nails on the head very well. So far, I have not missed a beat.
Mr. Wright, is that a little presumptuous?
What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, all right?
Let him claim what he wants. You say I did it? Yes. Fascinating. And here I was worrying that today would be as boring as all the rest. Very well. Let us have a battle of wits, you and I. Any day, Vasqueen. Good luck, Nick. Alright, let's see. What was that murder weapon again? Oh yes, the samurai spear. Yes. I am, as you can see, a woman of a petite stature. How could I possibly use a heavy spear as a weapon? You couldn't, could you? I think you would have had a great difficulty using that as a weapon. Pretty much anyone would. Ha! You see? Yes. However, that has no bearing on this case. Meaning, the samurai spear was not the murder weapon. What? Yes! Did you not know it's broken?
What is the meaning of this? The spear was lying next to the victim's body.
I have proof, Your Honor. I can prove that the samurai spear was not was not used as the murder weapon. Wait. Oh, right, it's broken. It was. I doubt it would stay like that if it was Is it the picture or is it the spear itself? You know what? Let's try the photo. Nope. Nope.
Wrong, Mr. Wright.
But I haven't said anything yet.
I know you well enough by now that to win your present. I know you enough by now that when you're going to present the wrong evidence.
I can sense it too with my Fey blood. Okay, so I picked the wrong evidence. Enough with all the sensing. Right. Okay, here's the real evidence, Your Honor. I can prove that samurai spear was the... Okay, so It was. I wanted to make sure here. I present my proof. The so-called murder weapon.
But that is the murder weapon.
Not so fast. Remember that this spear broke during the morning action scene run-through, but someone fixed the spear. It was the security lady. She fixed it with duct tape. Now, tell me, how is it possible for someone to stab a man who's wearing a thick costume with this through the chest? It's got a point. You can't.
Order! Order! I say.
Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? Think about what you're...
Silence. I'm the one testifying here, and I will be heard.
Ah.
Are you quite sane? Are you even aware of what you're saying? If the samurai spear was not the murder weapon, then pray tell, what was it? How was Hammer killed?
Look, Mr. Wright, can you tell us what was the weapon that was used to kill Mr. Hammer?
I can tell you, because I would make a claim like that. Would I make a claim like that if I couldn't tell you what the weapon was?
I'm afraid your confidence can sometimes be unfounded, Mr. Wright. Very well. Let's see this murder weapon.
Okay, now let's try the photo. Look at this photo. Woo!
What is this? Hey, that's Jack Hammer standing on top of the stairs.
Aha! I'm hitting all of the right notions. Hitting all the right notes. Not skipping a beat. Mostly.
Order! Order! I cannot have an order. If I cannot have order, this trial will be suspended. Mr. Wright, what is all this about?
The photograph is from 5 years ago. There was an unfortunate accident at Global Studios. This is a photograph of that very accident. Not a word of this was leaked to the outside. It was a close-kept secret at the studios.
What does this have to do with the current case?
Mr. Edgeworth, you still can't see it? See the fallen man on this photo? See how the fence post pierced him through the chest?
Yeah, what? Are you saying...
Yes. What happened 5 years ago has happened again. Hey, once again, right? I'm correct.
Mr. Wright, continue.
It's 2:30 p.m. on the day of the murder. Miss Devast Queen meets Jack Hammer outside of Studio 2 trailer. Then she did it. She pushed Mr. Hammer off the studio stairs into the fence. Just like Mr. Hammer had done himself done 5 years ago. Though whether she did it on purpose or by accident, I cannot say.
In other words, the victim, Mr. Hammer, he died in the same way that he caused another man to die. What? 5 years ago? What? No. My perfect... No. I no longer have perfect results.
Precisely. Ironic, isn't it? Got something to say? Oh, very creative, Mr. Wright. I could use a man like you on my writing script staff. You deny that what I say is true. Mr. Wright, let's say for the sake of argument that Hammer died at the trailer as you say. Yet the body was found at Studio 1, was it not? In the evil magistrate costume, no less. Are you claiming that I carried the body to Studio 1 and returned to the trailer and all in the space of a 15-minute break? How could I have disposed of the body?
Right. Nick was in the meeting on the train in the last 15 minutes from 2:30 to 2:45. So Jack Hammer could have been pushed off the stairs to his death. Then carried to Studio 1 in the place inside his costume. There wasn't enough time.
Indeed. Well, Mr. Wright, how could she have dealt with the body?
She had another way. What if she had another way to carry the body, other than with her own hands? For instance? Actually, for that matter, there was no need for her to do the deed in 15 minutes. And there was a way for you to carry that body. Aye. Interesting. Let's hear it then.
Mr. Wright, please show us how she carried the body.
I keep thinking R would switch over here. Nope. But I have the evidence right here. It's the van. It's the van here. Miss Fast Queen, you carried the body to Studio 1, and you used the studio van to do it. Yay! Alright, looks like this won't be... I guess this will be fine to have here. I recall your testimony. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. There was a van there, right? I had Sal drive me. You used the van to carry the body to Studio 1. Then, before everyone else got there, you put the body into the magistrate costume.
Hold on, Wright. Don't forget it was Sal Manila that drove the van. Are you suggesting that Mr. Manila was a conspirator?
He was at her beck and call. I don't think he was. Not really. That's actually a good question. I don't think he was a co-conspirator. I think he just more no. Of course he wasn't.
Huh! So without Mr. Manila noticing anything, she put the body in the van? Then she put the body in the costume? Are you seriously suggesting that?
Of course I'm not serious.
Ah! Huh?
I was kidding to lighten up the proceedings.
Light? Lighten? You can't lighten up a murder!
Mr. Wright, the court requests you refrain from making claims in jest.
Yes, Your Honor. Of course, Salmonella has to be a conspirator. Okay, so it didn't matter. Okay, so it didn't really matter. I just decided, okay. Of course, Salmonella had to be a conspirator. The body had to be placed in the van to put in the costume. There's no way Miss Vasquine could have done that alone. Also, don't forget that they had to dispose of the Steel Samurai costume. They had to because it was covered in Mr. Hammer's blood. They probably burned it in that small incinerator. Well, Miss Vasquine, shall I continue? No need. You're smarter than you look, Mr. Wright. I lose, you win. It was fun. I win? Everyone's just quiet all of a sudden, like, really? So what happens next? Me? Don't you have anything to say? What would you like me to say? Huh? I lost? Something like that? I just said that. Wait, so you mean... Devasqueed, so it was you? You killed Jack Hammer? Oh, motive! We don't have motive! Up to this, who can say? She lacks motive to kill Jack Hammer. Jack Hammer has motive to kill her, though. Are you sure I did it? Mr. Wright? We just engaged in a battle of wits. And the result of that battle, you proved the possibility that I murdered Hammer. Right. But that is only a possibility. Proof of another thing altogether. You lack definitive proof, Mr. Wright. What? Whoa. What?
Order! Mr. Edward, your thoughts?
Of course it's as the witness says. Certainly, it does seem very likely she didn't, but, there's no proof.
Huh? Mr. Edgeworth isn't sure. Well, I came here as the witness today. If you have no more questions, I'll be leaving. What do I do now? I don't know. I don't know. Like, we can have her testify again. We end up with the same results no matter what. If we can accuse her, we need proof. But again, it's a matter of motive. Does she have motive to kill? And I think I've already stated this. She has no motive to kill. No.
Yes, Mr. Wright.
I was hoping I'd come up with a question while pounding on my desk. It didn't. I didn't.
You have my sympathies.
Damn! To come so far only to fail.
Mr. a shame there's no further questions. I would like to end the cross-examination of the witness, Miss Vasquez.
What?
Yes, Mr. Edgeworth.
I was hoping to come up with a question while I was ejecting, Your Honor. I didn't. Oh.
I see. Very well. See.
Your Honor! I request that the witness testify again.
You are the prosecutor, are you not? Why are you badgering me? I'm your witness.
I just want to hear your testimony again.
Does this make any sense to you, Your Honor? I don't see that we have anything to gain by repeating the last several minutes.
Mr. Edgeworth, I do see little point in making Miss Vasquez repeat herself. What exactly did you want her to testify on?
Yes. Yes, indeed, apparently I say, ergo, I want to hear about what happened after they found the body.
After they found the body, very well. The witness will testify to the court concerning this matter.
Nick, why did Edgeworth? Who knows? He probably realized she did it too. But, wasn't he the one who said that he always gets a guilty verdict? After all that, Edgeworth, what are you doing? Right after finding the body. Alright. I feel that we're almost at the end here. I was with Sal and Oldbag, the security lady, when we found the body. The assistant was there too, only Powers was absent. I immediately called the police, then Powers showed up. The security lady, Miss Oldbag, was quite agitated, pointing at Powers, saying he did it. I asked to be left out of the proceedings. Went back to the trailer to get my scripts and direction notes, then I went home.
I see no issues raised by this testimony. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination.
Okay, Nick, we're real close. She may be acting tough now, but if you put her on the spot, I'm sure she'll falter. To find the keyword you need to twist the truth out of her, Nick. Right. Okay. I was with Salmonella and Oldbag, the security lady, when she found the body. The assistant was there too, only Powers was absent. I know why, though, but I want to make sure I got everything correct. Mr. Powers was taking a nap, correct? So he says. No one did go. Did no one go to call him? Remember what? There was a dead body lying in front of us. Yet you expect me to be calm? You certainly seemed calm enough when I accused you of murder. Let's back off here. If I'll hold off. She'll just blow off anything I say anyway. I immediately called the police, then Powers showed up. Security lady, Oldbag, seemed quite agitated, pointing that anything to be left out. I wanna make sure of this here. You asked to be left out. Yes, it seems that everyone else was questioned, and I'm really not fond of that sort of thing. But you can't just decide who the police will and won't question. Thankfully, the studio think otherwise. They were nice enough to understand that since we were in a meeting, there was no way we could have been involved. Thus, they covered for us. Covered for you. Or covered it up for you. There must be a lot riding on it with all those bigwigs at the meeting. I'm sure her professionals helped convince everyone that they didn't require questioning. Well, let's press every detail. I want to make sure this is all there is. The script and your direction notes. Yes, they're all quite valuable. It wouldn't do if you to have them stolen. No, I guess not. I'm not too sure. I'm not sure on that. I'll hold back, I think. I'm sure she's already anticipating anything I could throw at her. So you weren't questioned. That's correct. I find these things distasteful. She had Mafia at her beck and call. What do I press? That's the problem. Do I press harder on... Which one of the... Thinking back to when we first began this trial, we're under the impression that there was no one in the trailer at all. I suppose. Why is that? Well, we're in the meeting the whole time afternoon. What's the point of talking about that to the police? She has got to be at least guilt-ridden and guilty. Has the least guilt-ridden guilty person I've ever met. You have to find something to peg this on her here. For everything will be done up till now would be wasted. I believe you, Nick. Go get him. Alright. Okay, that is, okay, you know what, screw it. I'm gonna see, what time was that? We were to meet at 5 for the rehearsal, so I say it was then. When exactly did you in Manila arrive at the studio? About 10 minutes before. I wasn't stuffing any bodies in a costume, mind you. I want to make sure of that. Oh, crap. Keep thinking L1 here. Were there other employees when you got to the studio? They weren't there yet. Well, then you could have put camera in that costume with Salmonell's help. Oh? What do you think I just said? Did I not say I wasn't stuffing any bodies into any costume? You should try to listen to what people are saying, boy. Boy? The assistant was there too, only Powers was absent. Mr. Powers was taking a nap, right? Yes. Yeah. Let's just press just to make sure. Wait a second. Wouldn't that be the other way around? The other way around? You discovered a murder body and one person was missing, right? Wouldn't you normally go looking for the missing person?
I have to agree with the defense on this one. Well, Miss Fast Queen.
Logically speaking, perhaps. But no one there was thinking very logically, I assure you. Also, without his Steel Samurai costume, Powers doesn't really stand out. You often left him on the bus shooting at the location. No one noticed he was missing. Poor Powers.
Well, I suppose that explains that.
Well, very well.
Miss Fast Queen, you may continue your...
Uh-huh. Let's just press everything. I feel like the only thing that... I'm waiting for Moto to come up, because, again, we know the reason. No one said a thing. It was silent, completely silent. We stood there until Powers finally arrived on the scene. Sorry, I'm late. Then, silence. Dead silence.
Oh, no.
Just like now, I'm betting. Silent. Hey, Nick. Why is everyone so quiet? Come on. Someone should do something to light things up. Oh, wait. Press. Old bag. The security lady. Why did the security lady think Powers had done it? And because she saw him going to the studio. Right. The Steel Samurai. Press harder. Did the detective arrest Mr. Powers based solely on the security lady's word? Perhaps not. She seems to have also given the detective that photograph. Of course, I have heard all of this after the fact. That photograph, meaning the one taken by the security camera. She's not known for exhibiting the best sense of justice when it comes to Hammer. I don't think there is anything in there I can use. Has to be left out in the proceedings. We already did that. Went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes. Okay, let's try this. We didn't do that first one. The script and your direction notes. Yes, they're quite vulnerable. Yes, not. Press harder. Wait a second. I thought you came to Studio 1 for a rehearsal. Why didn't you bring your script and notes? Well, I was under the impression that we wouldn't be able to rehearse anything. Why? There was a murder, after all. Who would think of rehearsing after that? Oh, yeah, I guess.
Very well, Miss Fast Queen, please continue.
Hold up!
Your Honor, I have an objection to the witness's last statement.
Huh?
Just think. Miss Fast Queen says she didn't bring the script, and because there wouldn't be a rehearsal. Don't you see what that means? She wouldn't have time to know. She would have known about the murder before going to Studio 1.
Huh? Haha! The prosecution is against you, Fast Queen. Ha ha ha!
Order! Mr. Edgeworth! What you have just said is a reasonable observation. However, I find it hard to understand why the prosecution would make such a move. Or are you just thinking of a career change to the bench?
I appreciate the concern, Your Honor. I will stand by my statement, and however, regardless of how the court sees my role here. Now, Miss Fast Queen, do you have an explanation?
I can't believe Edgeworth is helping me. So the prosecution is in cahoots with the defense? What kind of court is this? No matter. I think you misunderstood me. I had a perfectly good reason to believe there would be no rehearsal.
Very well. The witness will change her testimony to reflect this reason.
I knew that Hammer was injured. behind. Ah, see, that's the problem. Hammer? No, Hammer was not injured. It was not Hammer, it was Powers. But let's press either way. Hold it. How do you know about the injury? How did I know? Sal. He told me. Sal, the director. You have to find something to peg her on here, or everything we've done up to now is wasted. I believe in you, Nate. Go get him. Okay. Alright, go back to the, Actually, Powers. Yeah, right photo! Yay! You knew that Hammer was injured? Don't you think that's a little funny? I mean, it was the Steel Samurai who was injured. It was Will Powers. What? That's right. You buffoon!
Mr. Wright, explain yourself.
Yes, Mr. Hammer was dragging his leg in this photo. But that's because he was pretending to be Mr. Powers. Pretending? One person was injured in the run-through that morning. That person was Mr. Powers, not Mr. Hammer. Now, why did you think it was Mr. Hammer who was injured? I already said it was Al who told me. That's right. He must have gotten it wrong. I think not. Mr. Manila was at the run-through that morning. He would have known it was Mr. Powers who was injured. He saw it happen. Why would he tell you the wrong person? Miss Fast Queen, you saw Hammer limping. Actually, you didn't hear anything from Mr. Miller. You saw Mr. Hammer limping with your own eyes.
Yes, but wasn't it Mr. Powers who was injured?
Yes, but remember, Mr. Hammer was dragging his leg too. He was pretending to be Mr. Powers. And when was he doing this?
Well, it would have to be after he put on the Steel Samurai costume and went to Studio 2, where he was murdered.
Exactly. Miss Fast Queen, you met with him, didn't you? You saw the Steel Samurai limping. And Mr. Hammer was in that Steel Samurai suit. That's why you were confused. That's why you thought it was Mr. Hammer who had been injured that morning. But we're not done. Remember, we have to worry about motive. She has no motive to kill the guy.
Order! I will have order!
Witness? Can you refute this claim?
Yeah, let's use think out of this one, Fast Queen. Very well. I have a question for you. Why are these real killers always so persistent? Why in the world would I want Mr. Hammer's dead? Yes, he'd fallen on hard times, but he was a star. I had nothing to gain from his death. Nothing.
Yes, as you would need a motive.
There we go.
Why would she have killed the victim? If there was a reason, it is unclear to this court. Does the defense have anything to say on this matter? In other words, can you prove she had a motive?
Actually, I don't know. I'm trying to think. I don't want to say I can't prove it. Of course I can't prove it. Nick, no. Saying you can't prove it would be admitting defeat. She'll get away. But, what proof could I possibly have? I don't care if it's impossible. You still have to fight this one. Okay, so that was objective. Okay, I have proof, and I'll show it to you. I present to you the court. Does it have to do with this thing here? I'm gonna say the five-girl photo. This is my proof. This is the photo.
This is the photo from before.
This photo reveals the motive in this murder. I'm right, aren't I, Miss Fast Queen? 5 years ago, Mr. Hammer was at the height of his fame. With the Fast Queen's help, a terrible accident was swept under the carpet. Ladies and gentlemen, this case is currently up. The case currently up for trial. It began on that day 5 years ago. Ironically enough, that incident participated at a Hammer's fall. His fall from stardom.
His guilt weighed 8 on him, no doubt.
However, you, D. Vasqueen used Mr. Hammer. You made him work for you for petty change.
Bringing us to the present day in Mr. Hammer's last role as the evil magistrate.
Yes, undoubtedly, it was a consistent source of shame for the ex-star.
What moment, Mr. Wright? We are talking about motives here, yet you've only talked about Mr. Hammer. It almost seems as if... It was as if Mr. Hammer who had killed the Vasqueen, not the other way around. What motive would Miss Vasqueen have?
Yes, that's right. According to what you say, I would have no reason to kill Hammer. He was a good source of income for me. And I never get rid of useful men. It's a policy of mine.
Mr. Wright, please explain Miss Vasqueen's motive for murder.
She had no motive. She had no motive. She had no motive, Your Honor.
What now? What's now?
It was Mr. Hammer who was out for blood. All Miss Vasqueen did was push him off the stairs in self-defense.
What's that now? What's that now?
It's simple. Mr. Hammer was intending to kill Miss Vasqueen.
What? You can't be serious. What? Right, are you seriously pulling? Are you yanking my chain? Please tell me you're yanking my chain.
Nope.
Really? Really? Self-defense? Oh, damn it.
Your Honor, Jackhammer drugged Mr. Powers with sleeping pills. Jackhammer snuck into the dressing room and stole the Steel Samurai's costume. Jackhammer wore the costume to fool the security lady into thinking he was Powers. The Jackhammer made his way to the trailer. And for that purpose for what purpose you ask? To kill Vasqueen, who had currently taken advantage of him all those years. Uh-oh, she's about... Oh, you broke your smoking pipe. That's not cool, man. You broke your pipe. You don't break your pipe. That's expensive. Wait, is it... You know what? No, I'm not going to ask that question. I'm not a smoker. Ochre and I never want to. That kills my lungs, man. So, you did do it, didn't you? Yes. I'm guilty. It was me. Someone call an ambulance. There's blood everywhere. We're too late. Ah, Miss Vasqueen. What? What happened here? Manuel fell from the trailer stairs. Manuel! Miss Vasqueen, please try to remain calm. No. How could this happen? It was an accident. Mr. Hammer was doing an action scene in... No! Manuel! Don't touch him, Miss Vasqueen. No! Don't... Please don't die. Please. Let me guess. Was she sort of... Oh, don't tell me. Congratulations, Mr. Wright. I lose again. Yeah, you still have your pipe in that scene. That little frame right there. Okay, so it's another hour and something minutes. That's fine. At least I'm able to end this turnabout at least.
Mr. Edgeworth, where's the Vasqueen?
In the waiting lobby, Your Honor. As calm and collective as ever.
I see. Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor.
It appears you have brought about another miracle. Yet another miracle.
Aye, thank you, Your Honor.
I take it not, Your Honor. Will Powers was innocent. That he should be found also is is only natural, not a miracle.
Yes, you're right. Very well. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Will Powers.
Not guilty! Yay, confetti! Yay!
No, I'm here now.
That is all. Court is adjourned.
Yay! Hey! October 20th, 1:12 p.m. District Court or Defendant Lobby number 3.
I don't know what to say. Thank you so much.
I'm just glad you're okay.
Yes, but it's sad. I know now that Mr. Hammer stole my car, also. It was bad enough that he wanted to kill Miss Vasqueen, but to think he tried to frame me for murder. It makes me sad. Tell me why, Mr. Wright.
Huh?
Tell me, why did Mr. Hammer want to blame me?
Why did he want to blame him? I don't know, do we have anything? Oh, maybe it's the... Oh, I think I know why. Well, this is what I think. Mr. Hammer wanted to put the blame on you because... the path of glory, maybe. It's because you were the Steel Samurai.
Because I was the Steel Samurai.
Mr. Hammer was a big star once, but he had been reduced to acting in a kids show and as a villain to boot. The kids loved the Steel Samurai, and so he hated you.
I think I understand. He could have just told me. Oh, me so. I would have changed places. I would have changed places with him any time.
I think you're missing the point.
Thank you. I'm just glad it's all over.
So am I. Congratulations, WP.
Oh! Thanks to you. Next year I'll be able to don the Steel Samurai outfit once more. I can't wait to get back into the sweaty costume, man. Is something wrong?
No. Oh, of course not. Ah! Nick! Edgeworth!
Right. Say something, right? I'm not good with small talk.
Huh? What? That was too bad, Edgeworth.
You don't waste any time I'm going, do you?
No, I really wanted to thank you. Fast Queen who could have gotten away if you hadn't stepped in.
Pleased to meet you. I'm Powers.
Edgeworth. I'm a big fan of your work, Mr. Powers.
Liar!
Right? I must say I didn't expect to meet you again after all these years.
Again?
However, in retrospective, it would have been better if we not met. Thanks to you, I'm saddled with unnecessary feelings.
Unnecessary feelings?
Yes, unease and uncertainty.
Aren't those kind of necessary?
They only serve to get in my way. You listen to me, right? Phoenix Wright. Don't ever show your face in front of me again. That's what I came here to tell you.
Douche.
Mr. Wright, is this guy your friend?
What? Friends? As if. They're rivals, right, Nick? For now we are, I guess. Huh? Why do I get the feeling I'm missing something? Come on, Nick. Tell me. What's the deal with you and Edgeworth? Another story for another time, I guess. And so the curtain closes on another trial. I caused quite a stir by revealing that an incident from 5 years ago. It was the talk of the town. Thankfully, Global Studios rethought out its programming change. It went back to making kids shows again. Oh, they did. Oh, no. Nick, this is it. The new show starts today. You're going to watch it with me, right? I'll admit, I was kind of surprised. I didn't think they'd seriously go through with it. You have to go buy trading cards too, okay? We have to trade with Cody and that assistant. Fine, I'll do it. Isn't it great that WP gets to play the lead again? No way! I wonder if they'll show his real face this time. I don't know. I don't think the world is ready for the real Powers. Sure. The end. Alright. Do. We finished the first turnabout. Goodbyes. Saved. Abe clear. Stage data up to this point. Yes. All right, we're actually, I'm almost getting close to where I am in the Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney trilogy. Anyway, we just finished the Turnabout Samurai. And I guess I'll just leave it at that. Anyway, I do hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did enjoy it, why don't you do me a favor and hit that like button. Also, if you want to keep up to date to more videos I post on the channel, hit that subscribe button and click that bell icon to turn on notifications. With that said, I will see you all in another video. Laters!